The Interview by Christopher Sylvester. It is the seventh lesson of Flamingo Class 12 English Course syllabus, presented by K.T. Jha, retired VP and AEO KVS. This chapter consists of two parts. Part 1 is an excerpt taken from his introduction to the Penguin Book of Interviews, an anthology from 1859 to present day. He also highlights some of the positive points about interview and why most celebrities, writers despise being interviewed. Part 2 is an extract from an interview of Umberto Eco, a professor at the University of Bologna in Italy, by Mukund Padmanabhan from the Hindu. An interview with Umberto Eco, scene is here. It is second part. We'll discuss later. An interview is an art, and in its highest form, it is a source of truth. Through an interview, one can find out the truth. Its invention goes back to 130 years, but people both favor and despise it. In practice, an interview is an art and a source of truth. The negative views on interview. They are unwanted, unprovoked, and unnecessary intrusion. An invasion into a man's private life, they leave people wounded and wrecked, is the opinion of V.S. Naipaul. They are an ordeal and a thumbprint on their windpipe, a painful experience shown by Saul below. For them, it is an unwarranted intrusion into their lives and is stealing like one's soul. Lewis Carroll never consented to be interviewed. Carroll thinks that interview is immoral, crime, and an offense. H.G. Wells called it a difficult ordeal. Ordeal means suffering, but was found interviewing Joseph Stalin of Russia. Celebrities think it as a supremely serviceable medium of communication. It helps in deducing the reality as it involves questioning. The interviewer holds a position of unprecedented power and influence. Part 2 of this lesson interview. In his interview with Mukund Padmanabhan, Umberto Eco tells that his children's book contains peace, non-violence, and philosophical interest. He picked his style when he submitted his doctoral thesis. It was based on narrative style, trials and error experiences. His novel, The Name of the Rose, was a brilliant success. Though a murder mystery with a detective yarn, it is essentially a novel about culture and delves into metaphysics, theology, and medieval history. It raises questions about truth and the order of the world. It has a narrative style, a playful and a personal quality. He tells that there are a lot of empty spaces which he calls interstices, and he works accordingly. There is easy experience in the name of the rose, and it is enjoyed by the mass audience. He writes novel only on Sundays, though through novels, he is in a position to reach to very large number of people, but he likes to be considered as a university professor and academician. He identifies himself with the academic community, teaches students, attends meetings and seminars. So this question is often asked, what does Umberto Eco want to be considered as a novelist or as a teacher, educationist? The learning point. We should find such interstices, time gap in our life and steal such moments and do small things which one day will prove to be a great achievement. Let us start today itself. We should do something special which is in our capacity, which we can do. Check your comprehensions. Dear students, I have prepared the notes and they are having illustrations and use of different colors in the fonts with the purpose to enable you to retain and comprehend the lesson for longer time, comprehend and retain the lesson for longer time. You are advised to write the answers to all these questions from the notes that has been there. You should also go through the textbook once and underline the key points with the pencil, and after that prepare the answer, which will help you. Even the long answers can be attempted with the basis of the notes that are given. As far as practicable, write the answers in points wherever you can do. It will help you to bag good marks. Like and subscribe for regular updates. You may also visit my website www.englishontips.com.